Every week, we put together a list of 5 new single-issue comic books that we're super excited about and think that you guys will love, either because of entertainment value or potential monetary value for your comic book collection. I'm Brandon, and it's time for the new Comic Book Day Top 5. Okay, so before we get into things, if you haven't already done so, I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoy our content, be sure to hit the bell. And if you could, leave a thumbs up and a comment on this video. We're giving away some really cool comic book prize packs, but we'll get into that a bit later. So without further ado, here is about 20 to 30 bucks worth of comic book goodness that you can indulge in this new Comic Book Day. Alright, so let's start things off today with Gwen Poole Strikes Back, number 5 from Marvel Comics. You know, this 5-part miniseries is one that every time a new issue comes out, I always say, oh, I'll get the next issue on the top 5. Oh, I'll get the next issue on the top 5. And now we're at issue number 5 and I haven't done it. So here it is. Gwen Poole doesn't want to disappear into the obscurity of the Marvel Universe. She's taken one last shot to put herself on the map as one of the marquee characters of Marvel. And this series is absolutely bonkers. At one point in the series, she steals Thor's severed arm and uses it to wield Mjolnir so that she can beat up the Hulk. I love the energy in this series. It's been so much fun. If you haven't checked it out and you want something that's just going to be an exciting, fun read, get Gwen Poole Strikes Back. Check out number 5. It's hitting stores this week from Marvel Comics. Alright, so next up at number 4, we have The Visitor, number 1 from Valiant Comics. This is the first time this year that I put Valiant on our top 5 list. You know, I took a look at the solicitation for this book, and obviously Paul Levitt's writing, it definitely stands out to me, but these interior art pieces in the preview look incredible. I know very little about this series, and that's very much by design from the creators, but with a preview like this, I'm certainly intrigued. We got a super cool looking future style protagonist that wears a trench coat and seems to live underground or wander around the train tracks. He fires guns and kicks ass. What more do you need to know? I'm going to give it a try this week. So at number 4, it's The Visitor, number 1 from Valiant Entertainment. Alright, so next up at number 3, it's no secret that Marauders is my favorite of the current X-Men roster of titles, and ooh man, when I saw this cover, I knew that it had to be on our top 5 list. Could Storm be Sebastian Shaw's Black Bishop? I guess only time will tell. And how's Kate gonna feel about that? But in any case, I've been loving this book, and I have a feeling I'm gonna continue to love it. So at number 3 on our list this week, it's Marauders, number 4 from Marvel Comics. Okay, so coming in at number 2, we have kind of a mix of elements of Constantine and James Bond and maybe some Indiana Jones in there. It's Wellington, number 1 from IDW Publishing. There's a lot of talk about this book because it's created by Aaron Mahnke, the creator of the Lore podcast, and co-written by Delilah Dawson. I love me a good Monster Hunter story. I love the Occult, and it seems as though the Duke of Wellington is going to have a very gentlemanly take on fighting demons. So while I didn't put Constantine on this list this week, and I know Justice League Dark's last issue didn't make it on our top 5, you damn right I'm picking them up. And I'm also picking up Wellington, number 1 from IDW Publishing. Alright, so what's at number 1 this week? Man, this is a great week for comics. There's so many books that could have made our top 5, and you guys can tell I've gone a little bit off the rails in terms of I wanted to be very emotional with my picks this week because it's going to be the second last week that we're going to be doing the top 5 for 2019, so I wanted to have a little bit of fun and maybe get some people picking up some books that they haven't normally been picking up. But for me, there could only be one book at number 1, and that is Doomsday Clock, number 12 from DC Comics. You know, I don't want to talk about how long this book took to come out. Every time a new issue does, I read back through the past few issues, I read the new issue, I enjoy it just the same. It's a great story. I'm so stoked to finally have the end of it. I love the fact that they did get the first half out in a trade for this year's holiday season, and I'm definitely going to be picking up a collected edition once they publish all 12. But as far as floppies go, I'm going to hit up that A cover that you see on the screen right now, because it's super cool, and maybe we'll get a glimpse of how Rebirth was originally intended to kind of come to a close, or maybe we'll never know. But in any case, I'm very excited for Doomsday Clock number 12 from DC Comics. Let us know if you find something that you like on our list and leave us your own reading suggestions in the comments below. We're giving away prizes at the 250 subscriber mark, and all you have to do to be entered to win is subscribe to our channel, then like and leave a comment on any of the videos on this channel. So that's it for this week. We'll see you again next week with another top 5 list, but until then, have a happy new comic book day. We got a ton of Batman books coming out. We got a ton of Flash stuff coming out, including a dollar book. The first issue of a new run of Old Guard drops this week. Got some of those Hill House. We got a new issue of Middle West, Amazing Spider-Man, Excalibur, Fallen Angels, Ghost Spider, Avengers, Black Panther, Iron Man. We got a new issue of Justice League, as well as a ton of new Star Wars titles dropping this week. Get out to your local comic shop.